Hello, long time no see. Wow, this is kind of close. Okay, wait a second. Oh shit, wait, I don't like, why is this, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Ugh. Oh, okay, she's back. Hello, long time no see. I'm sorry I kind of went MIA for the past couple of weeks, but wow, a lot has changed in the world, hasn't it, since the last time I've talked to you guys. Let's see here. This video is basically, well, it was supposed to be, okay, wait, blah, 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 blah. So, about, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago now, I tried making sort of like a week in the life during COVID-19. So what you're about to see in this video are basically the clips that were supposed to be that vlog, but I last minute kind of like chickened out because one, first of all, I wasn't very good at filming each and every single day. Two, I just kind of thought like it was not the most dynamic thing to watch, so I wasn't quite sure if anybody would care. And three, I just felt like, especially towards the end of the week, I felt like watching me just, you know, do stuff in my room or where I live, it just felt so insignificant compared to the way the nurses and the doctors who are like working tirelessly every single day, or like the grocery store people who are still showing up to work. It just felt like, why are you posting that? On the flip side too, I just felt like, because when I was editing this video, my original vision for this vlog was I was going to put in clips of news clips that were coming out during that particular week to just give the vlog some sort of like context in terms of time. But then I started thinking too, like, I feel like people are turning to YouTube or Netflix or just media in general to sort of take their minds away from like all the horrible news that's going on. So in short, that's why I ended up not posting this video, because I was just like, ugh, I don't know. I just felt like weird about it. But I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I feel necessarily like different about those ideas, but I also kind of see why some people would be interested to see how people are dealing through this weird period of time, because I think it does help knowing that you're not the only person going through this situation. Like, I feel like in a weird way, this is probably one of the few times in history where quite literally the entire world is being like affected by such a huge global pandemic. So the following like clips and whatnot were filmed a couple weeks back, so do know that it's not the most exciting thing, but that's what I'm about to show you is pretty much what I've been doing for the past couple weeks. It's eating, it's editing the podcast, which if you guys don't know, I host a podcast called Diva Dailies, and I was really behind, and strangely enough, this quarantine period has kind of given me time to at least somewhat get ahead. I'm now ahead by like 1 or 2 weeks, and I'm gonna record another episode literally tomorrow morning, so that's gonna put me ahead by like 3 weeks at least in terms of like recording. So there's that. I really think I just underestimated how ridiculously hard it's going to be juggling a podcast as well as a YouTube channel when you are the only person doing editing and being in both of those things at the same time. So yeah, enjoy these next couple of clips. That's what I've been up to the past couple of weeks, so yeah. Hello, divas! So my friend works at Disneyland. And she said once they closed Disneyland, that's when she knew that this was something completely different. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm back in my room. I just ate. I hadn't eaten all day, so I just ate for the first time. Earlier, I was working on editing my podcast, and this is some cool, interesting, well, I don't know, maybe for you guys who listen to the podcast, you guys would know that I insert a lot of clips whenever I do any episode of the podcast. And part of my editing process is I go back once I've like pretty much locked down just the conversation part. I go back and I start like putting in timestamps of where I'm thinking of putting in potential clips. So I write them down in this notebook here. I'll show you guys. So I'm editing the Whitney Houston bonus episode right now, and these are all the timestamps of potential places I'm thinking of inserting something. Now, am I gonna insert all of these little audio snippets? Probably not, because this seems like really excessive, honestly, but just to kind of give me an idea of what I'm thinking of, this is what I do. So I put it in this notebook here, and then I additionally have it in my timeline here. So if we zoom out of this timeline, I don't know if this is like interesting, remotely interesting at all for any of you watching, but I edit everything, video, audio, on Final Cut Pro X. So see every single line here that you see like that? That's a cut. So you would imagine how long it takes me to edit anything really. But all of this stuff right here, like this and this, these are potential audio inserts. So I not only have it in this notebook here, but I have it reflected on my timeline. So it's like easier for me to see visually as well. Oop, I forgot to put a little thing here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. So then once I pretty much put what I'm thinking of in terms of audio inserts, the next step, which could be very time consuming, is finding these audio inserts. And I'm like such a huge stan that I feel like I kind of like have like an encyclopedic sort of, when I hear something, I'll be like, oh yeah, I could put that in, or I could put that in here. But the trouble is, and I know I've heard it somewhere, but the trouble is trying to track down where exactly each audio snippet of said thing I'm looking for is. I have an idea though of where all of this is.
Shrugging off talk of alleged infidelities.
Well, I was able to tick off 3 of those things on my list, so that's great. It's so funny, whenever I edit anything, it could be a video, it could be a podcast, anything, I'm always like, it's not gonna take that long. And it always does. Hello. Sorry, I was really bad and I forgot to record yesterday. But, welcome to Tuesday. Let's see. I pretty much all day yesterday was working on podcast stuff. I did at one point go to a local Vietnamese takeout place and we got some takeout egg roll and fried shrimp. And then I also, me specifically, I just went to Ralph's really quickly. Very, very quickly, did not spend too much time there. I felt the urge to bake cookies, so I got cookies and I brought it back here. And I also bought milk because we needed milk. And that was pretty much it. And then I spent the entire day inside, per usual. But my sleep schedule has been really, really off. I'm the type of person, I don't know if you guys are these types of people, but like, I work better late at night into the early hours of the morning. I think it's because like the whole house is asleep and I like the idea of me being the only one awake and I just feel more focused that way. But I'm the type of person that when I'm like in the zone, I don't want to stop until like it's pretty much done. So update on my list here. I was able to track down all of the things that I was looking for to put in the podcast. So, yeah, it runs like to an event, a little change. So if you look here, I put the timestamps of when I was going to put all of the clips in, and I would check off, like, if I found it. And then I'd put like little dots on the left side because I started getting really confused. And then the slashes means I've put it into the episode already. So I got all of the left side done, and then I got a good chunk of the right side done. So I just need to put that stuff here and then that stuff here. And then my plan basically is I'm going to put all of that in here, and then I'm going to like export a rough draft of the podcast so I can listen to it. Okay, I'm about to record the intro and probably the closer that I do for every single episode right now, so, and you're gonna really see how fucking long it takes me to do this, because I just, I stutter all the time, and if it takes us 5 million takes, that's what it's gonna take us, so here we go. Hello, Divas, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Diva Dailies. This is a podcast where we deconstruct divas on film and TV. I am your host, Steffi. Oh wait, you know what? I should have said that in order. Welcome back, Divas, to another episode of Diva Dailies podcast. I am your host, Steffi, and this is a podcast where we deconstruct divas, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll do it again. Hello, Divas, and welcome back to another fabulous episode of Diva Dailies podcast. I am your host, Steffi, and this is a podcast where we deconstruct divas on film and TV. So, before we begin, I just want to say I hope you guys are healthy and safe and doing what you need to do in light of this weird, crazy time that we're all experiencing right now. Oh my gosh, look at all these celebs getting their promo during the coronavirus. I guess Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington's show Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu just came out a day early, so they're on Instagram Live. I just want to report back really quickly that after 3 rough edits of the podcast, I have now finished and uploaded and done the Instagram stories and tweeted out the links to the podcast, and it is now 6:26 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to sleep. So I completely forgot to record the past 2 days, but don't worry, you haven't missed much. It's like 2:20-ish in the morning. Also, I know I keep wearing this sweater. It's comfy, okay? I'm sorry. I'm doing the bare minimum. But I thought, hey, it's 2:20 in the morning. Why not bake some cookies?
Many little slices of pie and then allocate 2 pies for this task and 1 pie for that task.
We'll go, you need to slow down, or you're cramming too much in, or blah, blah. That is crap for my subconscious. I'm like, oh yeah, too much, eh?
Cookies are ready. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. We got a nice glass of milk. We got the cookies. So yeah, that's basically what I did that week. So these next couple of clips that you're actually seeing now is what I filmed the following day. So this is when, it's really funny because that night I did not go to sleep. So I pretty much stayed up all night. I'm pretty sure I was editing the podcast, and my mom and I tried waking up early to go to Costco. And as you could see in this clip, the line was very, very, very long. And then because we weren't really able to get anything at Costco because the line was just so long and we didn't want to stay in that line, my mom and I went to a local Filipino grocery store and we just tried doing some grocery shopping there. And then this clip that you're seeing right here is us going to a second like Asian grocery store. As you could see the people here, they're not wearing gloves and masks. Again, at this time, the COVID-19 situation had not quite escalated to the level that it's at now. Obviously, whenever we do go out, which is like pretty much only once a week or once every like 10-12 days we wear gloves, we wear a mask. So again, the clip that you're watching was taken several weeks ago, but yeah, I just thought it was really funny watching Asian people like fight over rice. So go mom, go mom, go mom, go mom, go mom. Here, hold this. That's what that clip is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How have you guys been? I'm so sorry again. I feel really bad that I like really went MIA like randomly in the middle of COVID-19, especially knowing that media right now, whether it's like YouTube or Netflix or music, is really like a source of comfort. And I know some of you have reached out to me and said that when you watch like my videos, you're like, oh, it makes me feel happy. So I'm sorry that I kind of went MIA. But again, a large reason why that was because I was just really trying to get ahead of like my podcasts. So again, if you don't listen to that, it's Diva Dailies. It's a pretty great podcast, if I must say so myself. So if you want to check that out, let me know. Again, I also want to know too, like, how have you guys been doing? Let me know in the comment section below, because I guess you kind of saw in this video how I've been dealing with COVID-19. So how have you guys been dealing with COVID-19? Let me know in the comment section below. And then also let me know too if you still want me to kind of do another video like this. I don't know if that's something you guys want to see, but if I get enough like positive comments about like, oh, this was actually not that bad, I'll see if I could try pushing myself to do another like quarantine week in the life vlog. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, where are the Killing Eve videos? So I actually just finished watching the first 2 episodes, like quite literally before I sat down to record this. So that's probably gonna start coming out, I wanna say Wednesday or Thursday. I need to give myself time to get ahead of like the release schedule before I start posting them, because one thing I've learned about myself is when I get really overwhelmed with the amount of content, whether it's videos or podcasts that is expected of me, I kind of just like shut down and I don't post anything. So I'm gonna try and help myself out here by giving myself a little period of time before I start to release them on a more consistent basis. So they're coming, just have to wait a little bit longer, but they're coming. So yeah, okay. Again, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're healthy and safe and inside, and I hope all the people in your life that you love are healthy and happy and safe as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, everything I said was just my own personal thoughts and all my humble opinion, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.